Oh my god, they're not breathing! Does anyone know CPR?
Red alert! What you are hearing now is not a test. You are now tuned into LA on Lock Radio, bringing you all the newest and exclusive underground music from Los Angeles to any other city around it. Let's go! Hosted by
Oos that got his screws loose. What's good, man?
Log in now.
Everybody doing welcome in for another episode of LA on Lock Radio. 3, how you feeling, my man? Yeah. Oh, I'm good, man. I'm over here at Cell Radio. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cell Radio. How we feeling, brother? You good? Hell yeah. So, if you tuned in last week, we told you we were going to have a long lineup of just guests coming in. We're not going to keep you holding or keep you waiting anymore. So, we do apologize for all the times that we did, lag on giving you something. 3 still kept LA on Lock busy, so shout out to my brother, man. And 3 on the clock. And 3 always on the clock. I'm going to call him LA on the clock. We have a special guest today, Oos. And it's my honor because, like, y'all already know, man, I'm an Islander. I'm Samoan, so, I represent every day. We have another Islander today, man. She's a guest. Emahalani, how you doing today, sis? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. Before we get started, just want you guys to know she's a rapper. She's an artist. She's really out here making moves. She was a part of a group, and now she's, doing her own thing. And you always got to show love and respect to people who can do something like that because it's hard. You always got people showing favoritisms, picking sides. But if you could look past that and still do your thing and still, make it work for yourself, man, it's all good and it's all applause. So we're about to get started. The Bay Area. What's up with the Bay Area?
Same old Bay Area.
What about it though? That's a special place to you. Why?
Well, I'm born and raised from Oakland, so.
Hey. Hell yeah.
It's just hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing really too new. It's same shit.
So the music, what I love about Oakland or the Bay Area just in general, the music scene is just like you guys support everybody from wherever. It doesn't matter if you're from the South, you're from LA, you're from Queens. It doesn't matter. Why do you think the Bay Area is so open to other people like that? As far as opposed to other people are like, no, I only want to stick to this genre, this and that. How has the Bay Area become so just a city that's so open to everybody?
I just feel like because the Bay Area is really diverse, so when you have a lot of diverse people, you get so many different outcomes, so many different talents, and so I feel like that's kind of where it stems from, diversity, for real. Yeah,
that's true. I've had the opportunity to visit the Bay Area a lot, and it's just really nice. And it's never been a time that I went. I'm pretty sure it has its issues. People are breaking through windows, fighting. It's still violent in some parts, but I've just been blessed to every time I go, everyone is just so humble. So, just nice. Just how you are. Just calm, chill. Nobody's, unless they've been drinking and been chilling, that's when they start dancing or acting a little wild. But, for the most part, everybody's always just had a calm demeanor. So being a rapper, what was your influences like? And not even just your influence. Let's wait on that question. Where did this all stem from? Was music played for you as a child? Did you want to become a rapper as a child? Was it something that came to you later on in life?
I think I just really liked music as a kid. My grandparents and my mom used to play music in the house a lot, so like listening to a lot of old school music, and then like it just kind of going further into like my adulthood. Yeah, I don't know. I just always had a love for music. Rapping wise, I don't know. I just kind of like tried it one day.
Do you remember the first song that you like fully wrote, and how like what I'm sure it was accomplished, but what's the other feelings that you felt, when you finished that song?
When I wrote my first rap, my feelings was hurt because I wrote it about a girl who was dating, and I think we broke up.
Yeah.
I was super young too, so you know you got
Shit, it hurts more. Yeah, it hurts
you
more.
gotta be really dramatic about it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like some just she sing, and I didn't want to like do the same thing that she did. Like I didn't want to sing a song, so I tried writing a rap, and it turned out like I like this. Like I know how to rhyme. Like okay, and that's kind of what my first song was about, a heartbreak.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was like 14.
Oh wow! Hey, I applaud that because I love when people are doing this when they were young, because it just shows, if you're like, whether you're in your 20s now, 30s, whatever it is, it shows how dedicated you've been. Right. You know what I'm saying? 14, that's a long ass time. You know what I mean? And when you're young, people don't really know what they want to be. I've been making music since I was a child, and I've always wanted that. But I would always get, my friends are like, we're 17, 18, 16, and they're like, they don't know what they want to do. And who even knows what they're doing now. But I love that story where people like, yo, when I wrote my first song, I was 11 years old, and now they're grown, still in the industry, and it's like, that shit, it's not impossible, I mean, it's hard to do, but it's not impossible. Right. If this is what you love, and that's with anything. You want to be a chef, if cooking is your skill and you work hard at it, you can do that. And obviously you worked really hard at it, because you've been having some bars. I've been listening to your music. You got bars.
Thank you.
You said, and I believe you too, because there's rappers that you hear, you're like, I don't know. He don't really be out there doing that. He's not really with that shit. But you said, I'll really pull up to your city and have you stand down. Like, I felt that shit. I was like, damn, this girl. So where does that ruggedness, where does that toughness come? I'm sure the Bay Area is filled with that, but you have your own personality. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I've been through a lot, so I had to channel like where a lot of my anger and like, experience had to go. Like, I felt like rapping was a good outlet for me because I got to express myself. So it was more so like, I used to call it angry rap because I can make some of my best music when I'm mad, but that's kind of like where it come from, like trying to channel where to put your emotions, like, and how to do it in a healthy way rather than like actually going outside to smack you. I could just say I want to do it on the track. Yeah. And then now, like, it's more of a hit than me actually going outside to smack you. It's
a hit, but a different kind of
like,
hit.
I benefited off of saying
it's a smash hit. Yeah.
Like, so.
Because I know exactly what you mean. And I feel that a lot of people that rap like that, I don't knock it completely because I tend to rap about violent shit. And it's more along the lines of, this is what can happen if you step over, the lines that we set as artists. Yeah. If you follow the rules and you fuck with us and you show love, you don't have to see that side of us. But that side is kind of for those who want to push their limits on how they can talk to people, and you know what I'm saying. So let's continue off that. Being a woman in hip hop, not even just a woman, but a woman who's barred up and who can really compete at the same level as these men. How do you feel they've been treating you? Do they treat you with the same respect as they would treat their other peers? Or do they try to give you more of a tougher time because they know you're a challenge?
Within my experiences, the gentlemen that I come across have common respect because, I don't know, like, they just kind of like, I don't, because my demeanor is a little dominant, doesn't stop them from treating me with, like, manners. So
no, of course
it don't be too different for me. Like, I've run into a couple of situations like where I might have been a strong energy for somebody and I had to dial it back a little bit just so that, like, we can meet a specific solution, but for the most part, like, not really. Like, I'm very straightforward with a lot of stuff, so it's easier to, like, get through with men, because it's like, okay, this, and that is what it is. Like, it's nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, if I need something done, I say that rather than, like, okay, let me think about it. Okay, I'll hit you. Like, if I need this beat, like, nah, I need this beat. I need this like this. I need this like this. Yeah. And it's kind of like...
You're a boss. You need, yeah. And that's how bosses get things done. You can't... I mean, it's still good to be nice, but sometimes if you need something, like, you need it. I can't sit there and beg you. I can't sit there and keep asking you. You know what I mean? I need that. You're supposed to send me that beat 2 weeks ago. You haven't sent it. No, definitely. So, you started rapping at 14. Mm-hmm. That was young. But how far does it go back to, like, what was your first hip-hop song that you heard and you were like, wow, this shit, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about before you even decided to be a rapper. Do you remember a song?
Yeah. My mom would play a lot of, like, rap music in the house, so she used to play a lot of, like, E40 and
hell yeah,
what's her name, like, I don't know, she used to play a lot of people, like Q-Tip. It's a whole genre.
Oh yeah, shout out Q-Tip, shout out to Tribe Called Quest.
I don't know, it's a lot of music she used to play, so I'm kind of like hip to just different sounds for real. Okay. So, man, just coming from an island family, like, did your family, like, follow the traditional island ways? You know what I'm saying? Doing fouls, you know, just setting a day where you guys all have to, where all the kids clean up and stuff like that, or did you have siblings to where you had to help with that, or? No, I actually don't know what none of that means.
No, okay, I'm sorry. Foul is just like, you know, Samoans, they have a day where they just clean and they have, you know what I mean, and they do all the chores and stuff, and then, you know, just how we do stuff is different as well, you know, the funerals and everything is different, but yeah, sorry, I just get excited, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy because we have a lot of islanders that are actually really doing it. We got that are trying to make it crossover. Yeah. Not just, you know, J Boog. I'm sure you heard of J Boog, but he's more on like the islander type of music, the reggae music. Tanel, one of my closest friends, shout out Tanel, she even does more islander. But you have a rapper named Craig, you know what I mean, who Roddy Ricch just brought out. He's Samoan, and he's trying to, like, he's not doing that island stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Seen him perform at Rolling Loud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you got artists like myself who's are trying to break over, not do your traditional, you know, island type of music or even reggae type of music. How do you feel that that'll be looked on to you as well? Because you're not, you know, you're islander. Do you ever try to mash up with reggae music or island sounds, or are you know, because I know you do a lot of drill music. Mm-hmm. You do like drill rap. I don't know. I just
tried it. I tried it that one time for the freestyle.
Okay. And it came out really good.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's obviously going to do the whole, you know, drill rap. Everybody's trying to do drill rap now. It's just, but if you're good at something, why not go for it, right?
Right.
How was your feedback on that video that you released?
It was really good, actually. Like, they tuned into it. I was actually really nervous because I was low-key, like, taking a little piece out of my journal.
Yeah.
And kind of flipping it into a freestyle. So, to me, I was kind of being too personal, but they fucked with it.
Do we have Talk About It? Yeah. Can we play that real quick? Just go a quick little commercial break so we can get this. So before we get started on this video, Emahalani, would you mind introducing it?
Okay, so this is Talk About It by me, beat by Sean Masukawa.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Let's go. LA Unlocked Radio.
Just to be clear, I'm the bitch fucking your nigga to start to fuck up the year. Got a new Benz, all just to fuck on your friends, give it back, just started again. Give me the throat. I'm in the crystal 180, they screaming out loud as the goal. Long as you know, I need it all on the floor, give it bitch just to fuck on the hoe. Nigga, fuck is you talking about calling my phone, begging hours to just be alone. Pussy petite, smelling all good in these streets, asking why you could never be me. Criminal, a big US girl, you was minimal, diamonds a couple, but guess it's residual. Calling his phone, but you calling his friends, asking them why it's me and it's never you, bitch. Call me the line or say I'm the down only bitch from town with a stick or two. Go say my name so you cannot hang, go make a hit, she swears you. Bitch is tough, all on the gram, but swear all these niggas is fucking you. Says she a op, but I cannot stop, my bitches is about it, we comfortable. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it. Hey, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. Also, let's talk. I'm the bitch fucking your nigga. He trip when he lean with his walk. So play the game. I'm driving bitches insane. He threw me baguettes for the chain. Saw him in clear. I'm the right bitch of the year. Had to smash to figure me out. Friend for a friend. Bitches love running their mouth, but you sharing the space on the couch. Bum. Eat it and weep cause I'm dropping on bitches and saying my name for the clout. Vaughn said it's up. So any bitch that he fuck. Don't know what the fuck I'm about. Period. Silly ass bitches, you serious. Get you a ring for you pop like a period. Said that he love you delirious. Go make a rap cause it's never that serious. Bar 39, I'm stunning on bitches this year. How the shoes gonna match the Patek. It's all on my neck. I'm fucking them out of a check. How the fuck could you ever forget? Y'all tell just come down and break out the line. Pair of shoes just step on her neck. For my respect, bitch, when you slip on that close phone cause we fucking in bed. Stupid. Fuck is you telling the world that you bred a little dog like she was your kid? Fuck what you did. My son said it's fucking your baby, so bitch, yeah, it is what it is. So hear me out. Ain't no more fucking around, yeah, I'm sending these bitches a threat. Never forget, love never lived for a bitch, so play me, I'm down for the spin.
Yeah, fucking bars. What I tell you guys? What I tell you, y'all? Bay Area is popping, you guys. So many great talent out there. Fellas, ladies, you better hide your fucking man. Yo, so the rap game is constantly changing, as we can all see. You know, what are your plans to make a difference in hip hop? Like, how do you plan to change it? You know, in your own way.
You know, when I be rapping, I kind of just say what I want to say.
Okay.
I don't be thinking about the consequences of my actions sometimes. So I think that, like, I'm learning to express myself in a healthy way. And so I'm encouraging, like, women of the same nature to always be able to express themselves.
Yeah.
And, you know, stick up for themselves, say what they gotta say, do what they gotta do. When necessary, stand on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that.
Yeah. And I feel like you should be able to say, you know, whatever you want to rap about. If you want to rap about violence, this and that. Look, the metaphor I like to use is hip-hop or rap music to us rappers is like when you're going into somewhere and they're like, yo, you can break all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let out all, you know those rooms that you go in and they let you break shit and let out all your anger and aggression and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this my thing. You said violence like 3 times. And I feel like...
Well, it's because I'm just speaking of drill rap. And I see you're kind of like going along that you know, line.
Yeah, but it's more so like... I wouldn't necessarily say violence.
Nah.
Nah, I would say more so self-expression. Like, it don't really have to be all rainbows and unicorns. It's not always like that.
Okay.
And it would kind of be kind of stupid to tell people that, like,
Yeah, life is just like super easy. Like when you go outside, it's gonna be blue every day, and the sun's gonna be out. Like nah, it's not like that. Like some days,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to smack somebody, but you can't really do that. Like you might be in a working field where you got to deal with that person.
Right.
So you can go ahead and go in your car and rap what I said and get it out. You know what I'm saying? Rather than more so active violence. Like let me say it.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, or let me do it. But I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting violence. I'm more so like getting out my thoughts on a beat.
And I do apologize for like emphasizing on violence, because you're not only rapping, you know, your other music. You're a pretty girl. You're rapping about why y'all should fuck with me. You know, why you're better than the next girl. And I'm not saying that's all, but that's kind of like, you know, how rappers are. You want to rap and make people see why they should fuck with you, why they should listen to you. You know, the wordplay, the being clever, the, you know, punchlines like that, whether they might be offensive or not, they're kind of like a way, you know, you've been letting your expressions out, but you also want people to actually listen to you. You're not just rapping about anything, you know what I'm saying? As a rapper, you kind of got to construct your music to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say it where you know what you're doing with the music. You know how to make a full song. It's just kind of, you got to switch certain things, say certain things differently. Because
it's really not that hard.
Nah.
It's not really that hard because majority of the lyrics I didn't wrote, I actually did in real life. So,
yeah,
like I said, it's just form of expressions. I don't really have to like put in a box of anything. I don't really have to go outside to fit into a specific pocket for nothing. Like I could just go in there and talk about my day, like I did on that freestyle. That freestyle, I literally was talking about a week I was having, like, and I was trying to be stern on it. Like, just to be clear, I'm the bitch fucking your nigga to start to fuck up the year, because it was in the beginning of the year. And I'm started off, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what is going down. It's not really like
you have to make anything.
I gotta think of something to kind of like, okay, what's appealing? What's gonna turn them up? Like, nah, I kind of just wrote it at my table, and then went in the booth. Okay. And then it kind of came out like that.
Yeah. And you're getting popular. Like you're gaining a lot of success doing what you do. Your life is reflecting into your music, and people are digging it and they're liking it, and you're building a great following. So with your status where you're at right now, like how do you find it hard to maintain like a normal, as normal as it can be in today's age, but you know, do you find it hard to maintain a normal life, because you know people might recognize you, they'll probably come up to you, ask for pictures or chat with you, like, you know, is it hard to deal with all that on the daily, or you know, constantly?
The times that I have went out, like, cause I be kind of chilling. Like, I'm a mom, so I be kind of like on mom time a lot of the time. If I'm not like on mom duty, I'm in the studio. Yeah. If I'm not doing that, if you do see me out, people be nice. They be kind of like, I don't know. They be super excited. I be nervous. Cause I be like not really knowing sometimes, like, cause they be staring for a little bit and then they'll say something. And so, but they be super nice. Like, it be cool. I run into them every so often.
So you talk about how this is like, you know, this is what you do. You rap and this is what you love to do. Has there been any just moments where you're like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. I can't deal with just all the shit that's around me. And how do you push through that? How do you say, no, you know what, you need to snap out of this. You can do this shit, and you just grab the bull by the horns. So, you know,
it happens sometimes, but then like I don't really have too many ways of expressing myself, but other than music. So I catch myself just writing a rap again. So it really don't matter about how I feel in the moment. It's kind of like how I persevere through it, for real.
Hell yeah.
So nah, not really. Like, on some regular shit, but then I'll hear a beat, or like, you know, somebody will drop something and it sound like tight, and I like it, and get me right back in my bag. So
okay,
yeah, half and half.
So let's talk about that a little bit more. What's your writing ritual like? Or I wouldn't say ritual, but what do you need to when you're in the studio and you're about to record and work on music? Do you just need the mic, the producer, and the beat, or do you need like a certain drink? You know, what is your ritual like? And your writing process.
My writing process.
Do you like to be like alone, or do you like having people in the studio with you?
I'll be writing at my kitchen table. Honestly.
Respect. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be writing at the kitchen table.
Okay.
And like I be thugging it out the kitchen table, and then I take that shit to the studio and knock it out. Cause I don't got time to sit in the studio for hella long.
I get it.
You feel me? Right?
Yeah. So you like to just get in there and have it already memorized and
Yeah,
knock
I
it
like
out?
to get in there and knock that shit out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like to waste nobody's time. I don't like to waste my time, your time,
Respect,
their time. I want you to come in here and get busy, because that's what I'm finna do. So I don't like to, because while I'm sitting here writing, you sitting there, what you doing?
Right.
Like, nah, like, I need everybody working. Everybody, if I'm working, everybody gotta be working. That's how I feel. 'Cause
No, respect. Yeah.
it get a little weird. Like, I get distracted hella easy. Like, all you gotta do is be like, hey, you wanna order some pizza? Hey, you wanna get some chicken? Hey, you want? And all of a sudden, like, I don't even remember what I was doing. And
That's
like,
this fucking guy
hey,
right
you
here.
trying to smoke? You trying to roll up? Like, oh my god.
That's fucking 3.
Like,
Hey, Oos, let's stop recording. Let's get some pizza real quick. Like, damn, what the fuck? But I
and
still
I used to
eat
could
it.
do that. Like, I ain't
Yeah.
going cap. Like, I used to could do that a couple of years back. Like, I used to get multitask. Like, do this. I can eat. I can go in the studio. I could do this. But I'm getting old, so I need some water. Get my tea, my little yerba.
So, oh yeah, my girl drinks that shit, the little yellow cans.
Get my little tequila on the side.
Respect.
I have my little.
How you
blunt
feeling?
ready.
Do you need some more?
Nah.
You good? You all right? You guys good over there? You good? All right. So yeah. So I'm sure you've performed at a lot of places. You've been doing this for a couple years now, few
Yeah.
years. Where's been your favorite place to perform at? Like that the crowd was just like they were just feeling you. They were really on you. Do you remember the state or city?
That's a good question, because I got like 2 or 3 of them popped in my head, but
You could even say all 3 of them. You don't have to pick just one. You know, just talk about it. You know how it made you feel.
the first one that popped in my head, it was UC Berkeley. It was going crazy.
The hometown.
They was doing their
Hometown.
thing, and I didn't know if they knew, because I don't know. I'll be a little nervous. You know, them little butterflies kick in for you. Like
Yeah.
you get your mic. As soon as you get your mic, you just got to rock out after that. Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, damn, hopefully they rap back to me, because
Yeah.
it'd be crazy for me to go out here and start rapping and they looking at me like,
I envy that. Like I lost that shit. I've been performing since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I lost that shit. Like I don't have like butterflies or get nervous anymore. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, this is, after rehearsing so many hours, you kind of just like, and doing it for so long, you just kind of forget about that. So I envy that. I love that you get to have that feeling. Any rapper that has that feeling, it's just when you do this for so long, you lose it and you just kind of miss it. So what do those butterflies, that butterfly feeling mean to you? Like, do you like it? Do you dislike it? Because once it's gone, it's gone. You
that
know what I'm
butterfly
saying?
feeling is just like a hype me up. Like,
Okay.
all it do is like make me feel weird, and I need to start telling myself like, hey, you got this, you better rock out. Like, yeah, do your thing. I got a son, so he gonna go back and look at all this stuff.
Of course.
So-
Of course. Is he a baby right now?
Nah, he finna be 8.
Oh, he's 8. So he's already like kind of seeing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, sis. Like, how does that your lyrics are, they're a little vulgar. You do cuss and say certain things that I'm sure, you don't want your kid like saying or even witnessing it. But how do you feel like a little bit more comfortable knowing that it's your own child and like my son knows right from wrong? You know what I mean? As opposed to other people's kids who are listening and you can't really do nothing about if they say your words or not.
Well,
Well, my son is very much like, he got his own mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He bred like that. He raised like that. Like, he got his own mind, his own free spirit. I let him express himself, but I also teach him how to be a gentleman, and I also teach him respect and responsibility and kindness and values, you know what I'm saying? So that was already first. Like, he knows me as a mom. He knows what I do as rapping as like a job. So he not too like,
He's not too like where it makes
it's
you.
not, you know, like he love music. Like, actually, he be dancing all around. Like, I be
Okay.
calling him Little Chris Brown because he be dancing and flipping and doing all that stuff.
Oh shit. Okay.
And he be singing and rapping. He's so like creative that, you know, I be seeing like me and him. So he know the difference. Like, I don't know, he's super smart. Like,
Yeah.
he understand
The difference.
that he 8 years old, or he finna be 8 years old, and that he's too young to be saying cuss words. But he also understands that I'm his mom and that he's grown with me. So like, we know this is a form of expression. Like, you know, like, I raised him. We live in the same household. We talk about that. We have talks about, you know, how you feel, how I feel. So it's not more so like looked at as vulgar language in a sense. It's more looked at like, okay, that's how she do her thing.
Yeah. That's how she
And,
express her anger.
you know, like, if he decide he want to grow up and cuss, that'd be a decision he decided to make, because he is grown enough, like, in the mindset to make those choices. Like, he
Okay.
is definitely like Spider-Man out right now. So he don't even be paying attention to stuff like that.
And they just dropped that new Spider-Man movie, so
Yeah,
he's
like,
been busy.
He's busy with that.
Yeah.
He loves anime. Like, he don't pay attention to like grown like stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he know it. He see it. He see me doing it. He respect it, and he do his own thing. He's worried about getting a good report card. Like, that's our thing.
Respect, yeah. No, that's a beautiful thing to hear. Just it's tough out there being a mom, and not only just being a mom, but being a mom who's also in the limelight, who's not just being looked at by her child. She's got the kind of the world looking at her. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't really be saying it like that.
No?
Nah, like, I swear to God, I be chilling. Like,
Yeah.
I be seeing it on my phone sometimes, but I don't think it really is like, I don't know. It don't really be sinking in for me. Like, I be talking to everybody, so
Yeah.
I be saying hi to this person, hi to that person. I like when people support the music. I like getting feedback, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yes, ma'am.
it don't really be looking like too big of a platform for me. It just be looking like I'm doing music and I'm sharing it with my friends.
Okay. Yeah, and it's fun. That's when it continues to be fun.
Yeah.
And it's not work, or you know what I mean. So you know, we were just talking about you being a mother and your child. Let's talk about how you were as a kid. You know what I'm saying, and how your parents are when you decided you want to be a rapper and this is a career. You know, so let's talk. How did they treat you back then? Were they supportive? And then even to this day.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really grow up with my dad, so
Okay.
My mom was super supportive. Like, she was at my first studio sessions. She made sure she took me like ASAP.
Yeah.
She also told, like, you know, me and my siblings, like, whatever you want to do, make sure you do it and you be the best at it. So if we was gonna be the best at it, she was gonna make sure she was there. So
Yeah.
even to this day, like, you can look back on some videos, you'll see my mom in the background on her phone out. Like, she's
Just showing love.
she's
Being your
just
first
super
fan.
supportive. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
whatever I wanted to do, if I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance, I wanted to
Samoan?
rap. No, my mom is black.
She's black. Okay.
Yeah, and my dad is Samoan.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's why I don't know too much about the culture, because I wasn't really raised with my dad. But
Yeah. I totally get it. My pops, I never met him. He's Hispanic, but I don't know really nothing about the Hispanic, you know, roots or anything. My mom's the one who raised me. She's Samoan to the core, so it just that rubbed off on me a little bit more. You know what I mean?
But I'm dabbling into culture a little bit. Like, I got some Samoan supporters, and I got some Samoan friends. Like, shout out Tessa Rizzo.
Okay.
I'll check her out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we definitely gotta like. You got people like The Rock and who's old dude, Jason Momoa. You know, cats like that who are kind of like breaking through that. And I know they have a lot of teams that in their team they have a lot of Samoans, a lot of Islanders, and I feel like we got to do that for each other as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at any of the big name Islanders, Jay Booger, Tanel, they got a team. It's mixed races, but majority of them are Islanders. You know what I'm saying? Because they're out there. Those people that like are. I know I'm trying to cross over to this, but I know if I like showed a little bit more love to my island side, I'd probably get a little bit more, love as well back. So it's just one of those like our people are out there.
For
you know what I
sure.
mean? They're out there and they're always willing to show us love but we kind of gotta let them know that we're out there too. You know what I mean?
They know what's up with me. Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with them, they fuck with me. I feel like we just all one for real. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, like I'm getting into. First of all, like I have to explain to my son, like different ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? I teach him a lot of different stuff. So we don't not know like about being Samoan. It's just the fact that like that's not nothing we was raised upon. Like we wasn't raised in a Samoan household.
Yeah.
I wasn't raised in a Samoan household, so I have to teach him what it was like.
Yeah.
I have to teach him and teach myself for real. But like I said, I got a lot of like nice supporters and friends that be helping me out. They be teaching me new words and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Talofa is high, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. See, I be doing my little homework.
I respect.
I be doing my thing, like, and I make it a thing that, like, when I'm outside, like, I'll be at the grocery store, and I just kind of like notice. I ask a question because I'm a girl that always need answers. So I'm asked like, oh hey, what's that? Like, that's nice. What's that? Where's that from? And then I do my research, and then you feel me.
Yeah.
Now something is new for me. Like you learn new shit every day. I'm in a growing period right now, so I feel like, when I reach my highest potential, I'll be speaking both languages. I'll be able to teach my son. My son will be able to teach his kids. I'll be able to teach my grandkids. It'd be full circle, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, respect. I just want to push this out real quick. If you guys want to call, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to dial 310-910-9676, extension number 1. Once again, if you have any questions for our guests, please feel free to dial 310-910-9676, extension 1. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about, you said a lot of your anger or like your vulgar songs come from like being upset or being angry. What do you like to rap? Like, what emotion do you like to feel when you're rapping, or when you're about to write? Do you like to write when you're happy? Or do you only like to write when you're upset or when you're sad? And I'm asking, sis. I'm just saying, like, do you you be going hard on the motherfucking mic? So I'll be like, damn. No, but like, do you have songs where you're like it's more happy, less less trying to prove a point and just more like trying to just get out a happy feeling? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you ain't always had your heart broken. Have you ever wrote a love song about a girl?
This is my thing. I just feel like everybody happy is different. Like,
Okay.
I got a lot of songs I was happy on. Like on Left Right, I was really happy. I had channeled it in different areas. Like,
Okay.
I promoted it kind of slow, so I could see that. But like when I wrote it, I was in happy modes. Like I said, I got a nigga, we fuck on your block to see the bigger picture and big sex, and when he grabbed the fuck out of my neck. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm doing
She
hella
just
shit.
got rocked. She happy as
And then
fuck.
I'm telling you, like, you're my business though. Fucking niggas you love make you look stupid though. Like, I'm very much in my element, but like what you think is happy, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like I rap very specific, so it's interesting when people do like it, because I definitely do not be thinking about all of that. I rap whenever I feel like the highest emotion peak, so I could really be happy, but I need to get something off my chest, or I could really be like sad, but like that's not the vibe right now. So it kind of just, I don't know. I'm a very spontaneous girl. You never know. I might get pissed off about something like something that happened like 6 months ago, and
Okay.
I just needed to talk about it. You thought I was mad that day, but the beat matched the energy I felt 6 months ago. I felt like.
Yeah. Okay. My next question is, what was one of your favorite songs that you ever recorded? Can you even pick like one song that's your favorite, or? Because I know as an artist, it kind of might, not to be arrogant, but it kind of might seem like a hard question in a way, because it's like you gotta like all your songs, right?
Yeah.
But is there just one that is just like, I don't know, you just like, you love performing that song and the crowd loves hearing you perform it? Has it been that one song?
Yeah, I like performing for Sulan.
Yeah.
That's really like a really energy packed song. Like performing it is fun for sure.
Yeah.
Cause I always look for something to put my leg on, every time. Like whether it's a speaker, I don't know.
Would you say it's been harder as an artist to be in a group or being a solo artist?
Honestly, it's really no different.
Okay.
Like, I'm not really like, yeah, you had said something in the beginning, and I was like, I didn't know what you was talking about, but like, I'm not necessarily just a solo artist. I'm just like, the salon's still the brand, you know what I'm saying? But,
Okay.
you know, you gotta dabble in different things. Like,
Yeah,
you
of
gotta
course.
try different things out. You gotta go through different avenues and figure out different things to figure out what you like and what makes sense.
Yeah.
So, just to clarify that from the beginning, because I heard you say that, but it's really no different. Like, it's all the same hard work. It's all the same enthusiasm. It's all the same, you feel me? Grit. Like, rapping together or solo, it really doesn't change, because I'm pretty sure, like, you know, it stems from the same place. Like, how we feel at the moment, or how I feel at the moment, somebody's going to rap on that beat, or somebody's going to do something like that. So it's not really much of a difference. Like,
Okay. Hell yeah. No, respect. And I know you didn't really want to talk about that, so I'm sorry that if I did bring it up a little bit in the beginning. I just want people to know you completely, you know what I'm saying? And I want them to know where you come from, and you know, the Bay Area, they have a lot of talent that we don't really we're not really too exposed to out here in LA. And I feel it's a shame, because I feel like you guys are all dope, from Kamaya to, you know, even if we're taking it back to Too Short to, hell, even G-Eazy is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I just want them to talk. I wanted to talk about you, and, you know, that's obviously been a big part of your life. Do you see yourself trying anything else besides just rapping? Can you see yourself? I know you said it earlier, you didn't really want to sing, but would you want to try that one day, or?
I feel like in my growing period, I'm getting more open to a lot of things. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying more things out. I'm healing certain things, and like, you know, from like childhood times to where it's getting me to be a little bit more open as an adult, to where I like new things. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, when I get to my full potential, I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff. Like, acting don't sound too crazy. Like, I like to do a lot of stuff. I got like 37 hobbies for no reason. But that's because
It ain't no reason, yo. It keeps you busy.
I just feel like, I don't know, like, I like to stay busy. I like to keep myself busy, and not only that, I like to also, not that I like to want to be like, I like to try everything out, but I also feel like if you don't try it out, you don't know what you're good at. Like, I'd like to paint, like, I'd be liking to draw, like, but if I just stuck to music, I wouldn't know if I like to do that. So, I said, within the growing period, like, it's just kind of an open field. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of got to experience everything.
And I'm seeing that in a lot of musicians. Kanye, for example. You know, if he would have just only stuck to rapping, he wouldn't have been able to see how great his clothing brand could have been, or his ideas for that. As well as Jay-Z, if he would have only stuck with rapping, he wouldn't have seen how successful he could have been at buying an NBA team, or you know, owning a champagne company. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's definitely good to especially as an artist, to not only just focus on that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a point sometimes where music isn't gonna make you happy. It's gonna just like kind of feel like work at some point, and you kind of got to find other things that make you happy so that you can, when you get to music, you can not be so upset or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm in the pocket where, like, if it starts feeling like work, I just take a break. It's really not that hard to take a break. Like,
okay, yeah, it's not. But with the industry moving so fast, how do you feel about people who say, well, if you take a break, you know, your shit is gonna your life is gonna pass you by, or somebody else is gonna take your time? How do you answer them with that?
I don't really answer them for real, because I don't really move on people's time. Like, I kind of move on my time. So if I feel like I need to take a break because that's the best thing for me, that's what's gonna happen. And I don't know. Like, I'm hella grown, so it don't really make sense. Like,
you gotta
to
take
rush
a break, right?
to rush something, especially some lyrics. Like, you want me to rush some lyrics?
Yeah.
Nobody's making no money because it's gonna sound dumb. You're not gonna believe what I said, and we just wasted a lot of time. So,
tell me why it feels like that's the only type of people making money now,
like,
though.
well,
Man.
then you let them people, do what they do. Obviously, that's they path. They whatever they got going on.
Yeah.
That's their business. But for me personally,
Yeah.
I could write a rap in like 2 minutes. I can give you like 32 bars. It's not shit.
Damn.
That's easy. So just because it's so easy don't mean that like there's no growth into that. You could be really good at something, but like you still gotta like take your time with it. And I feel like I'm still a grown woman. Like, my son is young.
Yeah.
I'm still going through like, I'm young, but I'm getting a little older, and I'm trying to figure out, like, be busy. Do you want to date? Go out to eat, get some friends. Oh, no, like, don't do that. Self-care, hair, makeup. It's so much stuff that, you got to do as a girl. I really don't think that I got the time to worry about, like, with somebody. Like, nah, I'm going to just do it on my time. I'm going to take my time and do it because it's going to be perfect when I'm done. But if you force me to do it, or you rush me to do it, or I got to be on somebody else's time, you might get a different outcome. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I like that, because especially you rap about your life. So you can't rap about life if you're not living it. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
I can't rap about something if we ain't did it already.
Right.
I
So
can't
respect.
rap about sliding through the town if we ain't even slide through the town.
Yeah, respect. No, and I love that. Like, you really got me earlier, because it is true. Like, some of my songs that I wrote, it is like better if I've already been through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to make up a story or things like that. You're totally right, and I overlooked that, but it's true. So, you do. I think it is smart to take your breaks, you know what I'm saying, and learn who you are a little bit more, because how can you teach them about who you are if you don't really know yourself I mean, you know yourself at this age now, you know what I'm saying, but you're still growing, so you got to learn say you're 27, you got to learn figure out who you are at 28. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And 29 and so on and so forth. You already knew who you were at 26, 25. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get that. I think it's very vital for somebody to, take some time to themselves, get some hobbies, heal whatever you're going through. Childhood, trust me, it can be healed, but childhood trauma, like, it's hard. It's hard to get rid, because you sometimes find it coming back in certain little things.
And sometimes you don't even really have to have childhood trauma. Sometimes you just need to heal. Sometimes you had a long day because you work a long shift, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take care of responsibilities that are tough. Like, sometimes you just need a break. So take a break, heal.
So we're getting towards the end of the interview. Mm-hmm. I just want to say thank you for giving us your time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you live in the Bay still, or if you're out here now. But
I for sure live in the Bay.
So thank you for making that trip out here. My last question that I like to ask any artist on here, and I love the different answers that I get. But say you're not making music. This was never anything you were interested in. Even at 14 years old, you didn't write a song or none of that. Where do you think you'd be at right now? What type of job career do you think you'd have, or where would you be at right now at this point?
I'm a big science girl, so I'd probably be in school
Okay.
or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like research.
Chemistry, all that, biology, things
Biology,
like that.
chemistry, all of that. Like, all of it combined. So, it's no telling. Like, honestly.
Damn, we would have had a what do you call those people that wear the science coats and all that in the lab? Scientists, I guess, but there's a bigger word for it. But anyways, that's dope.
People be calling them that for real.
Yeah, they call. Do we have any callers? Or we would have heard it ring, huh?
Yeah.
Last time we
so
had a.
glad nobody called. 'Cause, oh my God.
You think that was last time
Oh
we
my
had
God, please,
last week
not
we had
today.
we had a caller, and it was right when we ended the show, and it's like, damn it, like we didn't even get to freaking answer their questions. But so yeah, tell us, Queen, where can we find all your socials, and do you have any shows or any albums or just singles in general coming out?
Well, first you can find me on Instagram at Emahalani.island. You can find me on Twitter at Emahalani. You can find me on TikTok. Same thing.
Yeah, and we'll have all her links out there for you
yeah.
guys as well.
What was the second shit you said?
Just like what do you do you have any albums coming out? Do you have any just for your fans to get a little hype for what you got coming up next?
Well, the gang already know me. I'm very spontaneous. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I might pop out. I might not. I might do something. I might not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They stay aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a growth period for me, like I said. So if you're around when I do drop something, you're lucky because you get to see it firsthand.
I love that. Do you have a name? You know, like the Beehives. I'm Steve DeMar, so I call my supporters DeMartians.
DeMartians?
Yeah, those are my DeMartians. Do you have? I forgot what Rihanna calls her group, but do you have a name for your crew, your gang?
That's so crazy that you asked me that because I literally was just thinking about that. Like,
Yeah, you got to. They're gonna love nicknames. Trust me.
I was thinking about like calling them like it's between the superstars and the stars because I'm really into the stars and I got a star in my name by the way. So if you look it up,
That's what your name translates to, like stars and.
no.
Okay.
My name, my mama made that up on some like
Okay.
some tight shit, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like somebody put a star in my name, like they bought me a star
Oh really?
in the sky.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Hey, I've never
Bought
had
me
a
a
gift
star
like
in the
that.
sky.
Yeah.
So I like, and then I love science. Like I love the planets.
That makes sense, yeah.
And stuff. So I don't know. Like they can call themselves what they want to call them. I'm not too
Yeah.
picky. Like
I think
I don't
stars
be
is
like
cool.
I'm finna call y'all that, and they be like nah. So I don't know. Superstars, stars.
Sometimes
Some
I
stars.
think even they just make that up on their own too. I don't think
Yeah.
Beyonce was like, "Yo, I'm gonna call you guys Beehives." I think,
But I don't even like to call people fans. Like I think that's weird. So
Respect.
stars is like better
Yeah.
because everybody a star in their own way. Everybody got
Same.
a talent in their own way. So that worked for me. I like that.
Same. That's why I say supporters. I don't like saying fans or none of that because fans will switch. Not that supporters won't, but I feel like fans will like switch up on you. I've seen people who have millions of fans and then they do something that, you know what I mean? Like
Do fans really switch up on you, or do they just like something different later?
Well, that's still switching up because like
It's
if
not. It's not switching up because if I grew up eating carrots and then I'm like, I grew up eating carrots and I like carrots all the way at 11, but 12, I really like broccoli. I didn't switch up on carrots. I still
But will
eat
you
some,
still eat
But I
carrots?
like broccoli better right now.
Okay.
Yes, I still eat
Yeah,
carrots.
okay.
I fuck with the carrots. But I'm definitely gonna ask for
Yeah.
the broccoli. It doesn't mean that you don't like carrots anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what be fucking me up. That's why I like, you know,
let it out.
I don't like the big like business don't be too deep. You don't gotta get like
Yeah.
it don't be too deep like that. People be making up their own shit. You gotta write that out because why can't you like carrots and broccoli?
Yeah. Well, I was looking along the lines of like not even just somebody liking something else, but just talking bad about that artist. Like, I've seen an artist that's dating somebody now, and then like his fans would be like, "Oh, we don't fuck with you no more because we don't like that person." And I'm like, "Then were you a fan then, or?" You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, a person who supports you is I like to say that's like carrots right there. Like they still like carrots will still be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to go back to carrots, but if you want to dabble a little bit in some fucking bananas, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But I feel you know what I mean. But like they won't switch on you. They won't if you do something like dates. If you date fucking a pear and they don't like pears, you know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm gonna end it, y'all. I'm gonna stop with these metaphors because I'm getting fucking hungry. Nah, but yeah, we got one more video. So which video are we about to play through? Y'all bring this one out.
Oh my God, what's up with y'all in this video? I get messages all the time about this video. Jesus, y'all don't know the struggle. Y'all don't know the struggle. I was funking with a bitch about this video.
All right, well, I'll introduce this song. I don't want to add too much to you, but this one is by Stunner Girl and Emahalani, and it's called On Sight. Yes, ma'am. It's a music video. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about that life. Yeah, I'm about that life. Putting paws on her dog ass. It's on sight. I'ma walk you like a dog. Oh, I'm off the leash. Pussy dripping off the bone like we at the beach. You only good for sucking dick, bitch. We call you a leash. Wipe you hoes off the map like my name is Meech. And you begging my line. I think about this one nigga. Bitch, you're an idiot. I got more than one nigga. Knock off replicas. Bitches wanna be me. Heard you did it for the F hoes. Fuck it for free. Dips in my hips, soft ass and lips. I'm that nigga biggest flex. Stunner girl that bitch. Rolls Royce pussy. You hoes pulling in lifts. Yeah, ho. You see that double R when I back out. Kicking it was stunning. Now the bitch turned out. Put her on a blade. Fuck her nigga till he tap out. Man, like you bitches ain't even in my league. Like I'm lowering my standards, even acknowledging you hoes. Yeah, now the bitch turned out. Fuck her nigga till he tap out. Hopping out of traffic with my ass out. You ain't bout that life, you ain't bout that life. Putting paws on her dog ass, it's on sight.
Drop shit, pop shit, leave it to your bitch, she can't stop shit. If you ain't about it, just know this shit could go all type of ways. They called you bum, I called you weird, you know how crime pay. They sick for me, and any nigga I fucking keep them strips for me. I'm about it though, so up and out or lay it on your fucking floor. Prime it down with pretty skin, he really like this. Ask him now, this pussy grip, he say I'm righteous. He up the skull, cause I'm the one these bitches talk about it. They beat her ass and make her shout out, so she love the clout. Play her nigga out, sweeping sideways, make this bitch sturdy. They say my name, I'm 101, I know a bitch heard me. 100 chandeliers, it's all up in this right pocket. 200 plus off for these frames, I think I can't stop it.
Fuck her nigga till he tap out. Hopping out of traffic with my ass out. You ain't bout that life, you ain't bout that life. Putting paws on her dog ass, it's on sight.
Crazy.
No, not yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. The last video of the day.
That's my shit.
Miss Emahalani, thank you so much for making time to come out here. I can't wait to do another interview later on, you know what I'm saying? When you're too famous to get a hold of, you know what I'm saying? I hope you could still find time to do an interview for a young LA on lock. You know what I mean? Cause you're doing it, girl. Like, I gotta be real with you. Like, you're really out here doing it, and talent sees talent. And I see that you're out here, not even just the music wise, you're out here grinding, you're out here making shit happen from, making it from yourself. Nobody's giving you anything, nothing is being handed to you. You're taking what you want. And if you're not taking it, you're creating it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So respect for that. So
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for being on here. 3, man. Yeah. How you feeling, bro?
Another one.
Yeah, another one, man. Another one for the books. Thank you again for having me on here, bro. And everybody that's tuning in, thank you guys for giving us another week of your time. Truly am grateful for that, and I appreciate it. And next week, I unfortunately am going to be out of state, so I won't be here. But my brother Deucey Deuce will be doing the next interview. So please make sure y'all tune in. Deuce been with us since day one, so yeah. Shout out SL Radio. You already know LA on lock all day. I'm your boy Steve DeMar. Appreciate you guys. One love.